This is Dabu7. A heads up for what looks to be a big event coming around the corner. And it could be a culmination of things strung together. But what we're seeing right now are some ominous signs. We've got some of the biggest CEOs of the biggest companies out there slashing all their inventory ahead of the busiest time of the year. This has people that watch charts and that watch this daily scratching their head and saying, hold on a second. Something's about to happen, or something huge is about to go down. And of course, we've talked about the recession, inflation, all these factors tied in together because of this Biden regime and where they're sending everything. But we had one CEO, the one of FedEx, actually come out and say that he believes this is where it's all going, downhill into a major recession. Maybe these others are just not willing to admit it, but their actions are speaking louder than words. We have Walmart, Target, and other retailers canceling billions of dollars. And it just doesn't make any sense. The holiday season is typically the busiest time of the year. And at this time in 2021, there was actually a great deal of concern that there wouldn't be enough inventory to go around due to the global supply chain problems. Everything's changed now. Now, all of a sudden, the retailers are feverishly canceling orders, trying to make it match the environment from a year ago. Something huge is going on here, folks. When you have this many companies making these moves, now let's look at some of the numbers here. Walmart is admitting that it just canceled billions of dollars in orders. Okay? Then you go down here and the next one, Target, has canceled more than 1.5 billion in orders. So billions. It turns out Kohl's and Under Armour have also been canceling large numbers of orders as well. So it just continues to stack up. And it seems kind of obvious to me that all of these CEOs are walking out of a meeting because they're part of a big club that you're not a part of. And they're told what's coming and to prepare and to do things accordingly. And it looks like they're doing that. So call it the writing on the wall or just paying attention to what's going on around you. These types of actions only mean one thing. There's going to be a whole lot less of goods in this country in the coming months ahead. That's for sure. Going into the busiest time of year in terms of buying the holiday season. So how is this going to turn out? We don't know. All I can say is I hope folks have a plan out there and see where this is going. The global government here steering everybody into a trap. Join me Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern as I break this down further.
Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation you Akim out there that has been pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Now you hear what Dabu saying, what Dabu 77 is saying. He's going into such major businesses like Walmart, certain retailers like Target. They're canceling billions of orders. Now we all know that Walmart and Target is going to be set up as charagma stations and detention centers, man, during the time of martial law. We've been telling you these things, but now they're canceling the orders. Is the reason why Esau is allowing these different retailers to cancel billions of dollars in orders in the right smack ahead of the busiest 3 months in Esau's system, going to his pagan festivals, starting with Halloween, then the day of thievery, then the worshiping of Tammuz. Why are they doing that? Why are they closing down and canceling billions of dollars in orders? Because they know what's coming down the pipe. But the people that don't know, that's blind, that's going around, have to be happy to be lucky, happy to go lucky citizens with their head in the ground like an ostrich and their ass up in the air, ready for the taking. They don't know what's going on. But the Lord has an elect men. The Lord has a certain part of men, that's a part of his elect, that know what's going on, that's out there warning the people. But whether you were here, whether you will forbear, that's on you. Pursuant to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, the 17th verse. We're going to do what we have to do. We're going to warn you pursuant to Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, the 1st verse on down, because we don't want your blood on our hands. So we out there in the highways and the byways. We're approaching the months that's, the time that's going to be out of season. And we out there. And throughout the week, we put up videos. We warn y'all to warn y'all. So here it is. Things are starting to heat up. I have a few scriptures. Abba Ratazayu, your Akim will be edified. Hopefully this lesson won't be too long. We're going to get right into it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. What is that? All hell breaking loose. First and foremost, if there's no goods coming in, if they canceling billions of dollars in orders, that means food is a part of that. Gas prices is going down reasonably, but it's going to spike back up. Food prices is, a pack of chicken, a pack of buffalo wings. It used to be $10. I go to Aldi's now, they want $12, $13 for it, for a pack of buffalo wings. The average ribeye steak used to cost you $10, probably $12. Now they want like $15, $16 for it. It's crazy. So things are only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, man. So it reads back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's that race riot. Clash of civilizations. The haves and the have-nots. The haves are going to be trying to hoard their shit, and the have-nots are going to be trying to take their shit. It says, for there shall be sedition among men. Sedition is an uprising against a monarch or a government, and invading one another, kicking people's doors in, taking their goods, man. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. They're going to do what they want to do, regardless of what the NYPD or whatever city you in throughout America has to say, whatever their governors have to say, whatever their mayors have to say. They're going to do what they want. They're going to take actions in their own hands. A man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. That's going to be martial law. What is that? That's martial law. A man desiring to go into another city and should not be able. That's because it's going to be military tanks blocking the bridges, the tunnels, the highways. Where you can't come in, you can't go out. Neither could these trucks bring in goods. They can't go in and they can't come out. That's going to produce a major famine on top of what's going on now with the food shortage. Things is getting bad out there, man. Things is going to only heat up. It's only going to escalate. The Lord is turning things up. That's why the Lord put the spirit on Apostle Tahar, the coin this year, the year of the turn up. And things have been turning up drastically. Look what's going on in Ukraine. Look what's going on in Iran. You got women burning their habibs, whatever you call that, protesting over some other woman getting her head busted open. Look what's going on in Iran with China. And that's like with the Israelis. Look what's going on with China and Taiwan. These are wars and rumors of wars. Things is getting bad out there, man. And it's only going to escalate. And man shall desire to go into a city should not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled with martial law, riots going over the place, protesting of the people. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Yeah, because it's gonna be a lack of food, man. Like I said, the lack of bread and great tribulation. You may not have no food in your house, and you may smell some food cooking, some savory substance cooking. And your neighbor, you knock on his door, one day he give you some food. He give you some food, you eat, you and your family. Next day, you knock on the door again, he may give you a little something else. Then the third day, listen, man, I can't afford to take care of you and my family. Now you're going to start scheming. Now that person may start scheming on his neighbor. And it's tell you in the scriptures. And man shall have no pity. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods. Rob them from their money, for their goods. They toiletries, their medical supplies, their food, their water, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. For the lack of bread for great tribulation. That's what's coming down the pike, man. And this devil was setting things up gradually. It's called gradualism. As he's passing these different laws. Soon they're going to do away with currency. Now what you rappers are going to do with all them, with thousands of dollars by your ear. Now what you rappers are going to do. Now what you people are going to do. You got to make a choice. And getting snatched up and tossed headfirst into them detention centers where they're going to set up charagma stations, man. You got to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice, and it's going to have to be right on the spot. They're going to give you one. They're only going to ask you one time and one time only what you're going to do. It's within them detention centers. They have guillotines, and Apostle Gabal always bring out about them guillotines, man, and they're going to use them. Quick and painful, but they're going to use them. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. What's that burning wrath of a great multitude? These different paramilitary troops, whether it's the Gurkha troops, whether it's the Interpol, International Police, whether it's the National Guards, the UN troops. That's the burning wrath of a great multitude. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle, with things offered unto idols. Hey, them charagma stations, that's what's going to be set up in them detention centers. And it reads, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and try to underfoot, because pursuant to Revelation 14, verse 8 and 9, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be destroyed for letting them charagma you, so to speak. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in the reproach, and try to underfoot, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. It's this book named The American Holocaust, written by Michael Mahoney. And he was going into detail going in details of how they want and how this thing is going to come forth, man. The book is called The American Holocaust, written by Michael Mahoney. Going into how martial law is going to be implemented and how they're going to do things. And they're going to do things. And they said, and one of their mottos is expect no mercy. So that should tell you a lot right there. It says, for there shall be in every place, back in 2 Ezra 16, verse 69, verse 70, and for there shall be in every place, and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. How are you going to be tried? The whole world's going to be tried, man. During the time when they institute that charagma. It says, then shall they be known, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. They shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Everybody, that great trial will come upon everybody. Everybody's going to be tested. Everybody's going to be tested. The whole world. But the elect is not going to be, they're not going to break. The elect is going to come out tried and refined. But the 2/3, they're going to be taken in the rest of the world. Amen. That's a quick lesson. Going into a couple of scriptures to break down what's going on. Because we all know what's coming down the pipe. Take heed. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. If you have to fast, fast. But stay prayed up. Stay into these scriptures and be circumspect. Shalom.